Welcome to the Unusual Ways changelog. In today's episode, I'm going to go over a couple of features that have been released in the past weeks, and I'm going to show you how you can utilize those features for your own needs. We're going to first start with the newly launched community page, which you can find in the sidebar, and it gives you this beautiful view with 3 different grids. So we first have a filter showcase, we have a small chat, and then we have something called shared chains. Let's first start with the filter showcase. The filter showcase is a community managed collection of filters that users submit, and they give the filters a couple of descriptions for all of our various filter pages, like our flow page, or stock screener, or contract screener, or interval flow, or analyst rating, chain right changes, and a lot more. And users are sharing their filters. That gives you a nice way to get an overview how other users are utilizing the platform. For instance, we have here the Snorlax Ask flow, and there's a beautiful description, so we can hover over it, or we can even click on it. And it brings up a small pop-up where a user has put up a description about what they're trying to do with those filters and how they use it. If you like a filter in particular, you can give it the thumbs up, show what other people in the community may like. Obviously, a high amount of likes doesn't mean it's going to be the best. Everyone trades differently. Everyone has a different way of looking into the market or use the platform in a different way. So you always have to keep that in mind. If you now want to check out a filter, let's say we want to check out the Snorlax Ask flow, we can just click on the name, which opens up a new tab, brings us to the page, in that case the flow page, and automatically opens up the filters that the user has set. And you can go a little bit deeper and take a look at what this user has set as their filter. And then you can, from there on, you can either just use the exact same filters, or you can tweak it to your needs. You may want to update the premium a bit because maybe the threshold for you is too low or too high. Maybe you're just only interested in a particular sector. Maybe you don't care about tech stocks, or you don't care about high market cap stocks, and you are only looking at a little bit of smaller range. Maybe you're looking to sell puts, and because of your account's a little bit smaller, you want to reduce the stock price in case of an assignment. The premium is not so high. That's pretty much it. So this page gives you a very good overview, especially if you're new, on how users are utilizing this platform, and it's a great way to get inspired. We also have the chat, so you could type something, hello from the changelog video that is being recorded, and we just said something. That's where you can find other users during the market hours, and you can chat with them. It automatically also picks up option contracts if you type them. For instance, if we go into the options flow channel, we will see that users, they are talking about option contracts, and they're automatically being highlighted. You can click on the contract to bring up the standard view, and that gives you a great way of sharing your flow. You may see some interesting flow in a contract. You can just post your contract. The chat will automatically create a link for other users to quickly inspect the flow, and that's a great way to stay in touch with other traders. Then we have something called shared chains, which essentially is just it's a running feed of whatever other users are sharing in our Unusual Ways Discord. So people like to share usually a picture of a contract and say this might look interesting. Here's bid side flow, here's ask side flow. I've been tracking this contract for the last 3 sessions. The flows on the majority on the bid side. So this is just a running feed. You can add it to your Superflow dashboards. The comments, what they add to it, are automatically being picked up. You see what other users are sharing, and you can take a look. That's a great way. If you maybe don't have the ability to always be in the Discord, or at work, maybe the firewall is blocking the Discord, but you can access the Unusual Ways page. That's a great way on staying on top. Then furthermore, let's go back to the flow feed. There's been a couple smaller changes. First of all, we've updated the ticker. You can now right-click a ticker, brings up this beautiful small context menu where you can quickly jump to a ticker's overview page. So for instance, you see some flow for NVIDIA, and you want to see how does NVIDIA perform during February on average. So you could quickly just jump to seasonality and do a quick analysis about how NVIDIA performs. With various of feeds there, I will probably go in another video over the seasonality page, but that's pretty much it. It allows you to quickly jump into a ticker's subpages. Furthermore, we've added the ability. You already know you can click expiry date to bring up this beautiful pop-up, probably the most used feature unusual ways. But now you can also right-click it and you can add a note. And now you can say, as an example, chain has appeared on my filter for past 3 days. Investigate, hypothetically speaking. It automatically gets saved to our watch list, which you can access through two ways. First, we can go to the contract lookup page, and now the chain has already been added to us. So here it is. You can right click it, you can add a note, and then you can update it. You can also delete it. Or if you go to our screeners and you go to option watch list, you have this table view of basically the contract lookup. And in there, you can see all of your nodes that you have. So you can update your nodes, you can change them, and you can click it, or you can delete it as well. But that allows you see a chain. Sometimes if you are tracking 10, 15 chains, it may get confusing. Why did you add this contract in the first place? The node feature helps you stay on top and organize your thoughts a little bit, especially if you are tracking lots of option contracts and you have multiple option watch lists. That's a pretty good way of keeping your memory intact. Then, if we go back to the options flow feed, there's one more quality of life that we added. Say again, we have a contract coming into flow. It looks interesting. So we click on it to inspect how the volume is distributed. You already know that. But we also added now the time and sales features. It's just a tab in the contract pop-up, which you can click. And this view is going to bring you up the latest transaction for that particular contract on that day. So a chain comes into your flow, you open up the pop-up, you quickly want to see, hey, what were like the latest transactions for that contract? You click on time and sales, and you quickly see all of that. That may be not enough for you. Maybe like you see, oh, all right, I don't care about like these smaller premium trades. I want to see like, has there been anything bigger? So you just click on the icon and open a new tab, and you see all of the transactions. So that's a pretty good way of quickly viewing a contract's transactions. You also notice that we have updated the contract pop-up with those tabs. There used to be a drop-down. This now easier to navigate. You can see multi-leg volumes of a contract. It brings you up the view for what other contract has been traded with that particular contract. And here we can see there could be some sort of spread. Could also be a roll. We don't know for sure, but we can do like some guessing. You can also look at the distribution of the volume. Most volume has been traded at around $4. In the past 7 days, the contract was valued at between $3.80 and $8. Most of the volume has been normal. That gives you like a nicer overview. That's pretty much it. Last but not least, I think this has been discussed in another change shot, but I just want to bring it up again, is we have a search bar. You can use the search bar for searching a ticker, whatever ticker you like. You can just quickly jump around. But also, if you're looking for a particular contract, let's say Uber, you can also do just like, and it brings you up the contracts. And then you can quickly jump the contract lookup with that contract. So you can utilize the search to quickly look up some contracts. And that's it from my side. I hope you enjoyed this longer changelog, and we are going to look to bring them back more frequently. And if there's any feature that you would like me to discuss in more detail, let me know in the comment sections below. Thank you so much.